one.
Not now. Not now.
So I wanted to get back to the one ball basketball and the creation. Were there any struggles, being a black man and starting a business here? Were there any struggles doing that? Hurdles you had to go through?
Yeah, it was definitely struggles. Struggles to, I guess, get people to get on board with me, but also struggles learning how to do some of the processes in order to get recognized as a 501c3. That's hard. Nobody's ever shown me. I didn't come from a business background. All of my family members, for the most part, not all, but most were teachers. Like, they literally were doing like educational things. And so learning that, trying to learn that side, and man, just sacrificing. Like, because when One Ball was first created, I was still working in the Bay Area teaching kids that had autism. And so I would literally go from like Hayward, go from West San Jose, and then try to get back home to do training. Because we didn't start off doing teams. We just started off doing training. This other guy that's no longer with the program, we started off doing training. And so by 5, 6 o'clock, we got to be at Stribley Park gym training. And so that right there was tough. And then still having to go home and like try to find people to do the website and work on our social media. Something I don't like. I gotta go home and try to work on that. So it was a struggle doing that. Then learning how to work with other people and listen to their ideas, because when you have a vision, right? When you are the visionary, per se, it's hard when you have to take in other people's thoughts and ideas, especially when at times you don't feel like it's meshing with the vision that was given to you. And so learning how to deal with that, learning how to be very open-minded and really try to say, hey, I'm doing this for a bigger cause. Like I sometimes wanted to walk away. There were times I wanted to walk away from One Ball, but something always kept bringing me back. And I knew that, and then I had great people that were in my corner telling me I wouldn't really be satisfied if I did that. That it wouldn't be the right thing to do because of what I was already building. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be struggles, but I think that's what builds character. Those are definitely character builders, as I like to say. Yeah,
because now you can probably look at those struggles now and probably take more lessons from them now than when you were going through. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't that difficult like you thought it was when you were going through it, and which kind of transitions you to being able to teach the kids that same kind of teaching at that early age, because at that age, one, they don't have a lot of skill basketball wise, so you have to balance that, but more importantly, you have to get them to understand that this is how it's going to be out there. Well, when you come to this gym, this isn't your parents' house. This isn't something you can go be all lazy with. This is life.
I am so glad that you said that, because that's one of my, like how she said I have favorite lines. That's one of my favorite go-tos, is telling them like, this right here is going to be, I'm going to try to make this harder than what when you step out these doors will be like. When you go, yeah, exactly. When you go into the real world, I want you to be like, damn, practice was harder. Because that's how I'm going to treat you. So like I tell parents, I'm going to love your child and I'm going to get after your child. Like, I'm going to be hard on them. And I have to be hard on them because guess what? People are going to be hard on them without even knowing them.
Right.
People are going to already have their judgments without even listening to them speak, without finding out what their resume says or what it looks like. They're going to be tough. And so I'm going to be tough, but you're going to understand what the true meaning of tough love is.
Right. And it's hard as a parent to watch your son.
I will make your child cry.
Isaiah is so, I mean, getting back into Black families, unfortunately, the stereotype.
Get that point too. Yes.
The stereotype is true. There aren't a lot of fathers in the home for Black boys. And so just having that bass in his voice and getting that direction from a man, it's like, you know, and there were times I would see Isaiah out there on the court with like tears just welling up in his eyes, and you know his friends are there, so he doesn't want to cry in front of his friends, but I just want to run out there and give him a hug and be like, "Mommy's here," but I can't.
Yeah, don't run on that court.
No, I don't.
Don't.
And Kyle will give me that look like, if you say anything, you're gonna be out here giving me 10.
I give all of my parents that same look. Don't bring them to me, and then you still want to do the coaching and do the teaching. Like, what's the point of me being here then?
Yeah. Only problem I have is I wanted to make him cupcakes, and he said there's no cupcakes in basketball.
We're not doing that mess. But anyway, prior to the guest,
no participation trophy.
So the point I wanted to make prior to the last break was I wanted to tell parents, stop looking for other people to do your job.
Yes.
And I mean that with so much love and respect. Like, don't take that as harsh as it's sounding. Mm-hmm. But don't look to me to fill your void.
Right.
Look to me to help aid your cause.
Right.
Which is to create and to produce a great child.
And help you do that.
And I am willing to help you. But don't look for me to do your job. You have to sow your seeds into your own child. Mm-hmm. But if you don't have good seeds, then you're not going to bear good fruit.
Right.
You know? Right. Like, you have to make it up in your mind, whatever my child gets in, I'm going to make sure I give it to him. Mm-hmm. I'm going to make sure that I sow all of those good seeds into them, and then I want Coach Kyle to help it blossom. Mm-hmm. I want this teacher to help it to water it and to help it blossom. Because one of my great friends said that we can't be the sower, and then we can't be the waterer, and then we can't be the harvester. Like, we can't do it all. Sometimes we maybe are meant just to sow it and walk away, or sometimes we're meant to water, and then you know, then you have the ones that are meant to reap it. You know, like, we have to stop getting out of that mindset of, one, I need to find other people to do it. Yes, that whole village to raise a child is great, but that's also, like everything else, within limits, within boundaries. There's also a cap on that.
Right.
You have to do that legwork, and then let everybody else.
You are part of the village.
Exactly. Right. You are the main village.
Like you can't just like, here guys, here's the child.
Take my child.
I'm going on vacation.
Right.
The village, you guys got this, right?
The village got it.
And so stop blaming teachers when your teacher say that your child bad. Right. Obviously, granted, teachers aren't always right, but you need to look at your child first, and then, you need to look at yourself and say, well, what am I doing that my child feels that they can do whatever they're doing when they're in class? And two, I need to look at my child, and then I need to talk to the teacher. So that way you know can,
what? And I'm so serious not to cut you off, but I know we have a short segment. But I have to say on that, for Black children, just like you said in the beginning, they're looking at your child with already an expectation. And I had this exact same conversation with my son. My son has a speech challenge, so he's in speech therapy. So speech therapy is listed as special ed. So there's already a stigma on him on top of him being a Black child. And I teach him, whether the teacher is right or wrong, you still have to know how to act and conduct yourself in that classroom. And if it's outside of what you can do, then you come and tell mommy, and mommy will handle what adults can handle. But I'm so glad you said that. Yeah. Parents have to understand that, because as a parent, being on PTA, being active in the school, I see it so much to where you're arguing with the teacher, and the teacher may be incorrect. But if you got a 60-year-old white male who's been teaching for 30 years, right, I'm pretty sure he's not going to change with your child. I can almost guarantee he's going to do the same thing, not just with your child, but with all children, and his ways are set. So you have to teach your son that and that's what I have to do.
Or daughter.
Or daughter. You have to teach your child that there are certain people that are just not going to like you and not going to change. And you can't always want to scream, yell, fight, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. You can be absolutely right, but you can't get changed out of the classroom. And the same thing on the job as adults.
Adjust.
Your boss, you have to adjust. And I'm glad you did that point. I just had to chime in on that.
I'm so glad you're here, man.
Yeah. Our special guest. He'll be back. And then you announce that you're coming on the Sports Tonight show.
I am doing the sports show.
It's going to be fun
with
tonight.
Alex Woods.
Woo,
we are
in London.
London going to do it too?
Yep.
I think
they're both.
I think I'm going to call
in London.
Because the thing is, I live out of town now.
Yeah, that's
normally true. On Mondays when we have the show, I'm here, I do the show, and then I have class until about 2:30. So then usually I'll just like come here or I'll do some homework.
Yeah.
But
just call in.
Yeah, I'm gonna call in. I'm sure we'll talk some Kings tonight.
We could talk about the Kings, man.
Yeah.
Talk about your boy Grant Napier.
Yeah. And if you come next week, we can definitely talk about Grant Napier.
Okay.
If you come next week,
I may come again. It just depends because we probably will have practice.
Bring the kids
because it is hoop season. People, I am so excited.
We are getting ready.
It is basketball season.
If he misses a practice and can't come because
I'm not.
Here.
Oh, is your friend?
Oh, you're good.
Okay, yeah. So I am excited. Like, thank you guys for letting me be here. I'm excited to do this, but I'm also super excited to do the sports stuff because I feel like
I'm also happy that you're going to be here for this next conversation that we're getting ready to have.
Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to it
because I want to. I'm glad because it's funny because you've been talking a lot about these things. No, it's fine. It's great. I don't mind. I'm not saying it's bad at all. But there's so many things that you have said that I personally emulate and feel as well. Mm-hmm. And so it's just like I'm almost looking like it's almost like I'm looking at a mirror.
Yeah.
In terms of what I'm getting from you, and so I'm really appreciative of the fact that you were here. And the fact that Miz J was able to bring you in, and hopefully that you're going to be on the sports show tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you back in the future.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like if you guys need me to come in, I'll definitely come in, and I'll come in better than the last time. So
hey,
that's
always.
Right.
All right, no more ripped jeans, right?
Hey, it's a staple.
This guy right here is going to get on you.
Is it? All right, so then
about the ripped jeans, is there?
No.
I would change for the sports show. I wear straight. I'll wear hoop shorts and I wear J's, like whatever you need me to wear. Sports apparel only.
Gear for the, I will be here.
Got to change outfits.
All right, we're gonna go to a quick break. We're gonna come back. When we come back, we should have Hannah Davis on. She's a native from New Zealand.
Is this a first for Rise and Shine 209? We are officially
international.
Yes. Woo!
Yeah.
Good job.
KXVS, the voice of Stockton in New Zealand.
That's what it's going to be.
I love that. So we're going to go to commercial break. I'm excited about that. We get to talk to Hannah and discuss some world things as it pertains to KXVS.
Shout out to Trey, Devin, and my Uncle Will. Love y'all. Once again, Kimberly Hoover. What up with it? Danielle, Alex, Odie. What up with it? Detroit, Ipsy.
One ball basketball.
One ball stand up.
All right.
We'll be right back here on KXVS.
Because I was so here at K.